Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, the podcast that's now really getting on my nerves. My name is Jonathan Butts, and I'm here alongside my friend and co-host, Elliot Markson.
That's right. We're back for another episode of this podcast, and today, one of us is calm, cool, and collected, and the other is rageful.
This is take 3.
You didn't need to say that.
It's take number 3. The people need to know, all right?
No, they don't.
We're not going to, cut and paste the parts of us that we don't want the world to see.
Okay.
We're going to be open about ourselves.
Open, honest, transparent.
We recorded. First one. Said something we shouldn't have said.
One of us said something we shouldn't have said.
What? It was Elliot.
It wasn't.
The second time, we got probably 25 minutes deep. Might have been our best episode.
Probably the best stuff we've ever done.
And then Elliot, again, deleted the recording somehow.
Yeah. No, I mean, there could be a spirit of some kind living in our recording equipment.
Could be a phantom. Yes.
I'm open to that theory. I think it's possible, given that this keeps happening, and I'm certain that it's deliberately trying to torture and torment you, because this doesn't really affect me nor get on my nerves. I'm happy to sit here and talk for as long as we want, because I just enjoy being here by your side next to my buddy who is my good friend. I love you.
Get my dick out of your mouth, man. Damn. He's glazing.
I just appreciate you, bro. You mean a lot to me.
On principle, I'm not
You're
going to...
one of the best friendships I have ever had. You're all anyone could ask in a friend. I think you are what people should think of when they think of, I want a really good friend. You are that, sir.
Just on principle, I'm not going to reciprocate those feelings.
That's fine. Hey, and that's okay, because the reality of life is that sometimes someone's your best friend and sometimes you're not theirs. And you just have to be okay with that.
You're right. I do 90 plus episodes of a podcast with strangers. I love you, man.
Thanks, dude. It didn't feel that genuine, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I don't know. You're just like you. I feel like no matter what, if I'm the second guy to say I love you, then it's never going to be as powerful.
Yeah,
as the first.
It feels like, dude, I love you, appreciate you. Yeah, same, dude, ditto.
There's no way for me to win unless I get like over the top and creepy about it.
Well, you got to outdo me, outdo what I said.
I love the way you smell, man.
Thanks, dude. I've actually really been working on that. Remember when we talked about that?
Yeah.
Wanting to smell better? I feel like I've been doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've noticed?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. You went high-pitched there, and people do that when they're lying, but I think you're being truthful here.
I have notes.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, you smell great, man.
Thanks, dude.
I need to bust out. I need a new scent.
Yeah?
I've been using like the same 2 or 3, bottles of cologne for.
What have you been using?
Nautica.
Okay.
And then Acqua di Gio.
What's that? That sounds awesome.
It's a cologne.
Dude,
They've mostly lost their like potency over the years.
What do you mean? How long have you had them? Years? You've had them for years.
Years. I mean,
how often do you put on cologne?
Is there an expiration date?
I mean, you can keep it as long as you want. I'm just thinking you would have gone through a bottle by now after years.
I mean, I don't put it on every day.
Why not?
Because I wear my deodorant and I don't, and maybe Emily can corroborate this, but I don't have I don't smell for the most part.
See, I smell.
Unless I've been working like a dog, but.
I mean, you work like a dog. That's true.
Oh.
Woof woof.
Yeah.
No, I think if I don't, I feel like I don't smell very good. So I'm trying to stay on top of it.
What's your scent right now?
I've been using the Versace Pour which is French for men. So it sounds pretty generic, but it smells good.
I normally use Bloodhound. It's one of my R. Kelly scents.
What? I love the name of colognes. They're always so weird. It's always like azul fromage, blue cheese. But see, Spanish and French. So
I don't speak French, so I didn't.
Oh,
although I knew fromage was cheese.
Azul queso.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's stop the language a bit, huh?
Why?
Because
Okay.
the R. Kelly bit was far superior.
All right.
The names are fine. I like when they're in, like, I used to have this bottle of cologne that I really liked that was like in a fist.
What?
It's like a glass fist.
What? What was it?
I don't know.
What was it called?
I don't know the name. I just,
Why was it in a fist?
cause man, that's
men
that's how people market
men
things.
have rage and they have fists.
Yeah, people, market towards men and, things that shouldn't be gendered or like needlessly gendered.
Yeah.
Just it's how marketing works. Aren't you in marketing?
Yeah. I get how it works. I don't know. It's a little silly. Some of the marketing towards men in particular is a little silly.
Little silly.
Yeah.
Like kind of like life insurance, a little silly.
I don't think life insurance is silly, but I know you want to talk about it, so go ahead.
I'm not going to talk about it.
No, go ahead.
I spoke my piece. The world will never hear it. You sheep are paying to die.
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand how life insurance works?
I do.
When you pay so that when you pass away, you leave money to your loved ones so that they don't have to be burdened by your death, because dying is expensive, whether you want to believe it or not, which is actually the real crime here, because you know how expensive it is to have a funeral and all that shit? It's not cheap.
There are cheap ways.
We want to talk about how life insurance is a scam? Let's really get talking here,
there
buddy.
There are cheap ways to DIY a funeral.
What?
Yeah.
You want to DIY your funeral?
Yes.
We'll put you in a cardboard box.
Cremation costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
But 3 bundles of wood, $15 at your local Kroger.
I don't think you're legally allowed to do that.
You can't. So
you can't burn a body in your backyard, I don't think.
I have signed sound mind and body when signing my will and say that I want to be burned on a pyre.
I don't think
I can't do that.
I don't think so. Can you do that?
What country
what length
do we live in?
What length can at what point your dying wishes in your will they be like, you can't do that? Like, what is the line?
I mean, they have to honor it. You got to respect the dead, man.
I don't think they do.
I'm going to make you do some weird stuff.
Like what?
Like burning me.
I'm not doing that.
You wouldn't burn me at
No.
If that was my final wish was for my best friend to make a bonfire and to throw me atop it, you wouldn't do that?
No, you know what I would do?
No, answer the question.
I did. I said no. You know what I would do?
So the answer is no? My best friend refusing my final request. This guy was just kissing my ass, saying he loves me, saying I'm the best thing that's ever happened to him. And then he turns around and he says he wouldn't throw my body onto a pile of flaming wood?
No. And I'll tell you why. One, I don't think I could bring myself to handle your body in that way, man. I'd leave it up to the professionals.
Handle my body? You could carry me.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe, probably. Not.
You don't think you can carry me right now?
I mean, not like that far. Maybe I could piggyback you.
What do you mean how far?
Well, like if I'm carrying you in my arms, that's a long way to...
What do you mean a long way?
Like if I'm walking you to the fire, assuming we're doing this ceremoniously.
Pull the truck around and just pull me out.
You're just in the back of a bed of a truck and we just kind of sling you in.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I would be like, you know what, guys, I know why he wants us to do this, but he'll never know. He's dead.
I'm learning a lot of things about the people that I love.
Wait, so if my dying wish was for you to bring me out to the sea and anchor me, put an anchor to my feet and throw me in, but also I want you to jump in after me with your hands cuffed behind your back. You're allowed to live, but only if you can make yourself survive. Would you fulfill that dying wish?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't survive.
You can't even swim with both your hands.
I would do that for you.
You wouldn't.
Because you're my friend.
No.
You're my dog.
You wouldn't even bring me to the ocean. I bet you wouldn't.
That I can at least do. And I would prep, I'm going to start learning how to swim with my hands tied behind my back.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start with learning how to swim.
Well, here's the good news.
And then I'll do the second part.
Here's the good news. I'm not going to ask you to do that because that's insane.
It's my last chance.
Just like how throwing your dead body on a fire is insane.
My ask was a lot easier than yours.
Yeah, fair. To be fair, yes.
It's like
Still
it's just my
insane.
last chance to test the boundaries of our relationship. And if you're taking that away from me, I feel quite powerless.
You know what? If a friend feels like they have to test the boundaries of your relationship, maybe they're not that true of a friend. I rest my case.
I always end up pushing my relationships because they end one way or another. So
I'm not your therapist, man.
I know, because my therapist would throw my burning body onto a fire.
Okay. How have you been?
I've been quite
I want to
well.
move off from this.
Really? This
Yeah.
feels like one of our patented 60-minute segments.
What have you been up to? You said you're
Me?
doing quite well?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty good.
What have you been doing?
I've had a hankering to golf. Like, I really want to. I've only golfed for real 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
9 holes apiece, and I just really want to golf.
Yeah,
Like,
you were talking about that the other day.
I like have this impulse to like go take the old Amex credit card, get my own set of clubs,
Okay.
hit the range,
Sure.
look like total dog shit.
Do it. No one's stopping you.
I have no one to do it with.
I'll go. You wanted me to say that I'll go? Yeah, I'll go.
It seems like you don't want to go.
I don't know how to golf.
We could learn together.
I would need a lesson. I literally don't know how to swing a club, man.
You don't know the best part of golfing?
What?
Golf cart.
It's true. Can I just drive the golf cart and I'll
Yeah.
watch you?
No.
Fine. I'll participate. I'm more of a frisbee but golf kind of guy.
I want it to be my sport, you know? Like I want to get really into it.
Yeah, you look like a golfer.
I don't know that I'll ever like watch it because it's boring as shit.
Sure.
But I want to do it.
Okay.
I want to do it better than it's ever been done.
Well, let's set our expectations at a reasonable level.
I'm going to be a golf Olympian.
Okay.
Is golf in the Olympics?
I don't know. I don't think so. They have enough like events. I don't think they need the Olympics.
I recently saw they're adding esports, so
To the Olympics.
clearly they don't have enough.
That's cool. Actually, that's pretty cool.
That's not the reaction I expected from you.
Well, I mean, I think it's awesome that they're doing that. Like, what kind of like, could I watch like a Madden tournament at the Olympics? That sounds awesome.
No, it'll probably be like a tactical game,
Like what?
like I don't know, a Counter-Strike or
Why?
League of Legends, because those are just like
League of Legends.
they're nerdy games that are super
Popular.
competitive.
They're global.
Yeah, very global.
Yeah, I guess Madden. Is Madden really that global?
No,
People in all countries even play? Probably not.
is an American football game global? No,
Probably not.
but FIFA or whatever it's called now,
Ooh, a FIFA tournament. That would be crazy.
that would feel a little strange.
Why? Because they have actual soccer, but then
Yeah, like if they introduced like an esports like swimming game, like someone would.
no.
Yeah, that would be a little weird. But has there been a swimming game?
Like a swimming.
Is that an
game?
untapped market?
I think it's a market that doesn't need to be tapped.
It needs to be tapped. We need to bleed that sucker dry.
No, I don't think so.
Other games, pickleball, the game.
I think.
That one seems
I mean, I guess
reasonable.
Sure. I'm sure someone has made a swimming game.
Shot put the game.
No.
Wrestling the game.
If anything, they would just wrestling. They definitely have like WWE and stuff.
I'm talking the
UFC.
weird leotard.
If anything, they take all those
Wrestling.
obscure sports and put them into like Wii Sports. They do like something like that, but like oh look, you can play track and field, the game. You can do the javelin throw. You can do the shot put. You can throw the discus, and look, you can even run 100 meters.
That does sound kind of fun.
No, it doesn't.
Well, okay. Thanks for
So, are
sharing.
you gonna golf?
I'd like to. I was
Just let me know.
I was going to put out a text this weekend, but I don't know what
Can I
we do.
rent clubs? How does that work?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds expensive. Like, I bet it's expensive, right? How much is it to go golf? If you're not like a member of a club.
I mean, it's more expensive to be a member of a club.
Maybe, but if you do
But I
it
mean,
a
depending
lot,
on the course, you're probably in like 50, 60, 70 bucks.
you're kidding. To do something I'm bad at?
Yeah. You could top golf.
Yeah, Top Golf is fine.
I just this is one of my last free weekends for
I know.
for 2 months.
Same.
You know,
I'm packed full.
I want to make the most of it. Wait, are you busy this weekend?
No.
You're too busy to golf. There's just no way. There's no way you're going to get away with it.
I mean, we could.
There's no way we can go right now.
No, right now, no, definitely not. You know, what I've been doing. I really haven't been doing much, have I?
Well, we spent Sunday together.
We did.
I feel like it's harder for us to get really into the deep nitty gritty of what we've done when we're a couple days removed from spending a lot of time.
I kind of felt bad about Sunday because I just abruptly left.
You did.
But I mean, I had to. So basically, what happened is that I told Megan I would be home for dinner, and then we started getting closer to that time, and she wanted burgers, and I cook burgers.
You cook burgers, yeah.
So I went home and cooked burgers.
I knew that about you. I know you cook burgers.
So I did feel a little bad because we were in the midst of a heated Mario Party game.
I won, though.
I was winning.
But I ended up winning.
I had like 3 or 4 stars, and I was definitely winning.
But I ended up with the same amount of stars and more coins, which everyone knows that means you win.
I mean,
like
whatever.
if we finished the game with the same amount of stars,
yes,
the tiebreaker would be the coins.
But we all know that they award extra stars at the end for certain things, such as winning a lot of games, which I was doing. It's besides the point. The point is I really enjoyed our time. We went out, we had a drink, we hung out, went back to our good friend's place, played some Mario Party, which I enjoy. I got stuck with Birdo, though, because I got up to pee and you guys picked my character for me, which is fine. I'm cool with Birdo.
You look like a Birdo.
I forgot Birdo was even a character.
Birdo's one of the lesser knowns, but just as wonderful.
I really only know Birdo because of Super Mario Baseball, which she is in, and you could get her on your team. That's why I know Birdo. But yeah, I got stuck with Birdo on Mario Party.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I would have picked. It doesn't matter who your character is, to be honest. So.
Well, in the newer games, it does matter.
Well, because they have different dice.
Different dice.
Yeah.
But
not in the version we were
playing.
playing.
Old game.
Yeah, I like the OGs. And I was gonna win, which is too bad.
It's not true. I was right on your tail.
That's fine. But yeah, so I mean that was fun. Enjoyed that. But I mean, other than that, my in-laws went to Iceland, and we've just been getting endless pictures of their trip to Iceland that we didn't go on, which is fine. I'm happy for them. I'm glad they had a good time. But we got these videos of them seeing little puffins. You know those little penguin things? Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
Little puffins.
I'm very jealous. And I'm still waiting to play Steve in pickleball.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Sign the contract.
Why did you send a contract?
It's like an MMA fight, but
okay.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
He's afraid. He's genuinely he's scared.
I really don't think
he's scared. He's scared to play me.
Okay.
Listen, man. I got a lot of confidence about this.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have confidence in yourself.
I might be a better pickleballer than I am a golfer.
That could be true.
And that's not saying much
As
at
you've
all.
just said, you've golfed 3 times.
No?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's all that. You want to go to your wreck of the week, buddy?
You're going to hate me.
Okay. I could never hate you.
I don't have one.
What do you mean you don't have one?
I blew my recommendation load last week.
Okay. Well, good for you. I've got one. So my wreck of the week is an Apple TV show. This show is called Presumed Innocent. So this show is starring Jake Gyllenhaal of Taylor Swift drama, if you do recall.
Okay.
Scarf guy.
Thank you.
Also a famous actor who's been in a lot of cool movies and shows and stuff like that. Donnie Darko fame, Nightcrawler fame, other fame, just general fame, really.
Zodiac fame.
Zodiac fame, it's a good one.
Might be a top 15.
Brokeback Mountain fame.
Prince of Persia fame.
That one was that was bad.
That's not a good one.
He shouldn't have done that.
That one, is it 2012? Was he in 20?
No.
He's in one of the
You're
Doomsday.
thinking of John Cusack, you're thinking
No,
of.
but he's in one of the Doomsday movies, I thought.
Is he?
I thought so.
Maybe no, I don't know.
Spider-Man Homecoming fame.
Spider-Man Homecoming fame.
No,
Anyways,
Spider-Man Far From Home fame.
those names confuse me because
He wasn't in Homecoming.
there's a lot of homes being said, and I feel like we should just. It's confusing. I get them confused. Anyways, Jake
Spider-Man, No Way Home fame. He was featured briefly in the beginning of the film.
Okay, good call out. Jake Gyllenhaal is in this show on Apple TV called Presumed Innocent. It's a courtroom drama.
Ugh.
It's good.
Ugh.
So Jake Gyllenhaal plays a lawyer. He is he's like the district
Attorney.
like prosecuting attorney or whatever in Chicago. And basically the whole premise of the show is one of their colleagues, a lawyer that he had worked with closely, has been murdered. And then there proceeds to be an unexpected suspect and a court case to follow.
Do hijinks
does ensue.
They ensue?
I don't want to ruin it in case anyone watches it, but it's very good. Jake Gyllenhaal is very good in it. There's wild twists and turns. I feel like every episode ends on like a whoa sort of thing. You know those shows where every episode ends and you're like, what?
How true to American law is the show?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not sure.
Huh.
But I would imagine pretty accurate.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Do you have Apple TV?
I do.
You should watch it. Watch it. Dude, you got to watch it.
Here's the thing. I'm kind of like naturally resistant. And when someone's telling me to do something, just the pheromones kick in and tell me don't.
Fine. Just don't do it. Don't watch it.
See, now you're activating my other instinct.
I don't know what that would be.
To rebel against authority.
Mm.
You're telling me not to. I'm kind of interested in doing it.
Basically, it's a good show. Jake Gyllenhaal is very good in it. Everybody is very good in it. And it's drama. I loved it. And I'm not a big courtroom drama guy. This is coming from the guy who hates Law & Order. Okay?
You hate Law & Order?
The show, Law & Order, can't stand it.
Really?
Can't stand it.
I think it has a very broad appeal.
I don't like it.
People love, for whatever reason, like just grotesque crimes that get solved or maybe not solved.
But like, I usually prefer like a docu-series or some sort of like a real event. And a lot of those shows are just not that.
They're plenty of real. There's a ton of like murder and rape. SVU probably pulls from real stuff.
They might pull from real stuff, but it's not. I like to see like a docu-series of like hard facts usually. But yes, so that's why I was surprised why I liked this show so much. And me and Megan basically binged the whole thing. It was great. So watch it. Presumed Innocent on Apple TV. Watch it.
Apple TV in general, Apple TV in general just has a lot of great shows.
They do. I'm really looking forward to Severance Season 2 in like January 2025.
January, yep.
Can't wait.
I hope it's good.
I'm sure it will be.
I'll be really sad if it's not as good.
I want to rewatch Season 1 just so I can get back in the right mindset again.
Do it.
Understand what was
Treat
going
yourself.
on. But yeah, I'm amped for that. I'm jazzed for it.
Bueno. If memory serves me correctly, you have question of the day.
I do have question of the day. Have you been watching the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
And
good.
I'm going to commit to not mocking your question.
Okay.
Committing right now. Live on air.
Question of the day. If you of any okay, which Olympic event do you think you could have gotten gold in? Or you could have been good at?
None of... Oh, okay.
Like if you were to pursue that at a younger age and gone through the ranks and tried to make your way into the Olympics, which one do you think you would have had the best chance at?
The gun one.
What is the gun one?
Not that I shoot... There is an event
The
where...
one where they're shooting?
Yeah.
The guns?
I feel like that is probably the most accessible. You know, that
yeah.
Like it doesn't require physical strength. It definitely requires skill, but it doesn't require like physical strength, and that's where I lack.
I saw an image of like Turkey's like guy who did that event, and he was just some regular dude. He had no like
See?
no he
won
just had
silver.
regular glasses on. He had no like
no protection
over the ears or anything. He was just standing there in a polo t-shirt with one hand in his pocket, and he was just casually holding that gun out and
Just
just
fucking awesome.
and he won silver.
Yeah.
He just looked like some guy.
So clearly, I mean, obviously the dude's a pro.
I mean,
know?
clearly.
But that would be what I could do. I mean, I can't swim.
Yeah, that's out for you.
Terrible at basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know any other events.
That's all the events you know is swimming and basketball and the gun one.
The gun one, yeah. The
Wow.
shoot 'em up one.
I'll tell you what I could have done. I have a few because I feel like
Guy's confident.
I'm just confident that if
I've
I
got
had
a
started
few.
at a young age, I could have.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics is one.
Well, of course, you used to be a gymnast.
I was in gymnastics as a child. At the age of 8, I was in the advanced boys class, which was only me, by the way. There was no other people in the advanced boys class.
Well, you're the only advanced boy.
That's right.
Was that alienating for you?
No, it actually drove me to have a bigger head about myself
Oh,
because I was like, I'm the only one in this class. No one else is good enough.
okay. That's
And I
fair.
was like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but at the age of 8, I was better than all the other 8-year-olds.
What could you do?
Flips,
What else?
just like
I know plenty of 8-year-olds that can.
we
do
would
flips.
practice on like the bars, like not the uneven bars, but like the regular bars, and like on the rings and stuff too. But I just remember this specific exercise where they'd have like pads on the bars, and then you'd have to do like a little somersault on the bar to kind of like get yourself used to like flipping on the bar. So you'd kind of like just do like a little somersault on top of the bars, and then like they'd have little pads on there so you wouldn't like hurt yourself because I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But then they'd also have us like do like flips on the trampolines. Like they had like those big trampolines. You'd like just practice like jumping down, doing flips.
Sounds like all you were doing was just doing flips.
I mean, yeah, but like as a kid, like practicing doing flips.
The only people I know that like only kids can do flips.
I mean, many adults can do flips.
Yeah, but like more kids can do flips than adults can do flips.
Well, they weigh less.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need as much strength.
So, what skills besides flipping, which kids can do, did you bring to the table?
I mean, the other things
Were
that
you good at the horse thing?
I was still learning.
The
I hadn't
saddle
even
thing?
touched the pommel horse yet.
Yeah, there we go.
No, but like they'd have you get up on the rings, practice doing like the little like almost like an L sit with the rings.
Yeah.
You know, where you're extending your arms like your triceps up like that, and you're like doing a little L sit. They would have you practice like they'd have like these big like round cylinders where you could practice doing like your back handsprings, kind of like it's sort of like the starting point for it, where you'd like go on your back and then they'd like turn it so that your hands would hit the floor, then you'd like flip over onto your feet to kind of like train your body to flip like that, like doing like a handspring or something.
All I'm hearing is the word flip.
I'm just telling you, man. Look, gymnastics is a lot of flipping, okay? Have you watched it?
There's like
It's a lot of flipping.
there's a dance component.
Yeah. I feel like in the men's there's not as much of a dance component
There still should be.
because like a lot of the women's, like you'll see like their floor routines and like even like on the beam or whatever, they always have like choreography and stuff. And to be fair, I did not watch the men's gymnastics this year. If they've done it, I don't even know. I don't know. And
I think they did.
haven't watched it in a few years, to be honest. So I don't recall.
They brought in a specialist specifically for the pommel horse.
Oh, that's right. I did see a clip about that guy.
Yeah.
That was cool. That guy killed it. Didn't he win?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But I haven't watched male gymnastics in a few years, so I don't recall if they do any choreography like that, similar to how the women do it.
Why
It
don't
is
you watch male gymnastics?
I don't know. It just hasn't been on.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's fine.
It's obvious. It's not as popular, I don't think. Our women won gold. That was cool. Saw Simone Biles. But yeah, I could definitely have done gymnastics if I'd stuck with it. 100%. No, I could do it. I still got it. I could do a cartwheel right now. I can still walk on my hands. Do like a little handstand push-up.
Can you?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? All
I
right.
100% can.
Okay.
I'll do it right now, buddy.
Please don't.
Don't tempt me.
We have neighbors down there,
Yeah.
and they'll put up a fuss.
I also think, like, how hard would it be to be good at fencing, you know?
I could do that. Maybe more than the shooty one.
You think you could do fencing?
Yes.
Really?
I'm very coordinated with my hands.
That's true. Like, you have to be, like, agile and... You like poking them? How hard could you're right. How hard could it be?
It's a fancy lad sport,
Yeah.
but I bring street to
What?
it. You know,
What do you mean you bring
I bring
street?
the street aspect.
What does that
I would
even
play.
mean?
I would play dirty.
Okay.
My sword, whatever you want to call it, would have like a poison tip.
Yeah, you would
So I
definitely be
connect.
disqualified.
So I connect once, and then they're down.
You're just killing people?
No, it's like a.
It's like paralysis.
It's just ketamine. K-hole. K-hole.
He's putting them in the kale.
Fencing would be way better if they let people like me do it. Should we get into fencing?
Sure.
Like, what is
I think my brother in like middle school or high school, he took like a fencing class.
really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just wanted like the beekeeper suit. It's
Yeah,
really
like
creepy.
the little mask.
Although
thing.
I mean, and I'm not talking poorly about myself, but I don't think because the suit you wear,
Mhm.
the uniform you wear when you fence is like tight.
Yeah.
I don't think that would look quite flattering.
Well, I'm sure they could, give you a size that would fit you.
No, it would just like hug me in all
I
the
mean,
wrong
it is
ways.
supposed to be like tight so they can tell when you get hit, I think.
Yeah. But when I would hit people, they would know because of the screams.
Wow. Do you have bizarre news?
I do. It's on your phone. I got a doozy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. This one will appeal to the crowd that loves bones. You're on like 10% battery.
It's at 20.
What are you doing that
I need to charge my phone.
you just don't have any battery?
Dude, I'm just like on my phone.
So this is a story that I was alerted to from my brother.
Yeah.
Not my eldest brother, but my second eldest
The
brother.
other one.
What do you call like your middle brother?
My brother.
No, but like if you were trying to order them,
The middle brother.
you'd say the middle brother?
Oldest, middle, youngest.
I just feel like
Well, when there's
it's one thing,
three
like,
of you, it's
middle
easy.
child flows, middle brother not so much.
Well,
My middle brother,
I guess I wouldn't say the phrase middle brother. I'd say oldest,
because
middle,
he's not
youngest.
your middle brother.
He's
not in
he's
the
my
mid-
older brother.
Yeah,
Like to me.
my older brother.
Like-
Older brother could apply to both brothers because
Right.
both of your brothers are older. So how would you
You would
distinguish
say your oldest brother and your older brother.
second oldest brother?
You could say second oldest.
All right.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. I mean, that one was confusing for me. This is back in the homeland, my good old home state of Ohio. Chicken wings advertised as boneless can have bones.
saw
Ohio
this.
Supreme Court decides.
I saw that.
I want your take on it. Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to actually be free of bones, a divided Ohio Supreme Court ruled Thursday, rejecting claims by a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical complications from getting a bone stuck in his throat. Michael Burkheimer was dining with his wife and his friends at a wing joint in Hamilton, Ohio, and had ordered the usual boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce.
Oof.
That's a great pick.
Oh, yeah.
Great pick. And that's when he felt a bite-sized piece of meat go down the wrong way. 3 days later, he was feverish and unable to keep food down. Burkheimer went to the emergency room where a doctor discovered a long, thin bone had torn through his esophagus and caused an infection. This man sued the restaurant,
Yeah.
Wings on Brookwood. I'm just assuming that's a local joint there in Hamilton, saying the restaurant failed to warn him that so-called boneless wings, which are, of course, nuggets of boneless, skinless breast meat, could contain bones. The suit also named the supplier and the farm that produced the chicken, claiming all were negligent. It resulted in a 4-3 ruling with the Ohio Supreme Court. Again, the Ohio Supreme Court, not the United States Supreme Court. They said on Thursday that boneless wings refer to a cooking style and that Burkheimer should have been on guard against bones since it's common knowledge that chickens have bones. The high court sided with lower courts that had dismissed his suit.
Wow. Yeah, I did see this. My take on this is that is complete and utter bullshit. That they ruled that boneless wings can contain bones. Because the point of boneless wings is that they don't have bones in them.
And I think it's unfair to dismiss saying that it's common sense that chickens have bones because
like,
chickens
no
have
shit.
bones. But it's the same way that if I ordered pulp-free orange juice and then there's pulp in my orange juice, I would say, hey, this is supposed to be pulp-free orange juice.
Yeah.
And then the orange juice maker says, well, oranges have pulp. It's
You
like,
know-
okay, why would you advertise pulp-free?
Well, it's like could we do this with anything? So like if I find a bone in my beef patty, it's like, well, cows have bones.
Cows have
Did
bones.
you not know that? The cows have bones?
Is all meat fair game? We don't have to regulate that. Like, can you imagine? And I've seen some people saying, well, he should have spat it out. Boneless wings, depending on the size, those things are like, you can swallow those in one bite.
Oh yeah, I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings.
And yeah,
I've downed a lot of
I
wings.
can totally see myself, swallowing a piece of boneless meat without,
Oh yeah.
thinking about it.
I could definitely see my fat ass guzzling down a bunch of boneless wings.
And then to have it tear through your esophagus and cause serious complications,
Yeah.
and then to not, just no compensation, no sort of reconciliation of the money that is obviously going to be spent to recover from such an injury.
Was there like a disclaimer saying like may contain bones still?
I don't think so.
Because I would feel like that they would need to do that, because if you're advertising something as boneless, you should, if you think, well, a bone could sneak in there, you should let people know, because no one in their right mind would think the boneless wings would have bones. Because the whole point of getting a boneless wing is because you don't want a regular wing which has bones.
I just don't understand, and I'll be the first to admit that Ohio is really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Not always making the right decisions as a government or as a people over there. But I just, like, what are we doing? It feels like such a basic consumer protection to say, yes, if you advertise something, that you should, like, stand by that.
Yeah.
And obviously mistakes happen. Like, it's not like, this restaurant or the chicken farmer or the, meat processing, they obviously didn't just, stick a bone in boneless breast meat for funsies.
Right.
But maybe there's some sort of, oversight. Maybe there's some, lacking regulation that is allowing these things to happen.
No, I agree. I think, like things happen, but it's like, it's a boneless wing. It's how are we at the point where we can't even agree that boneless wings should or should not contain bones? Then let's call them something else. Wings with less bones. Less boned. Less boned wing.
And it's tough knowing that if I ever went to a B-dubs and tore my esophagus on a boneless wing bone, then
You're fucked.
I'm fucked.
Sorry. You should have known. There could have been a bone.
Unless Minnesota is, interested in ruling differently.
I don't know.
I want that payday.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't go around spouting off like, looking for a payday.
Well, you're right. I don't want a payday, but I do.
Everyone wants a payday. But I'd rather not choke on a bone for it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You wouldn't choke on it. It would just, several days later, destroy you internally.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
Let's just all agree that boneless wings should have no bones.
Have you ever swallowed a bone?
No.
Really?
No.
Not even like a small bone?
Like eating fish, there's been bones.
I'm just thinking of like a KFC, like a fried chicken.
No. I mean,
like a sliver of a bone.
I've found them in my mouth while eating like a wing or something. But not swallowed, no. I've picked out the bone and discarded it.
It'll change you, man. You got to try it.
Swallowing a bone? No thanks.
You've never been like 5, 6, chews into
Nope.
eating a chicken wing, and you're like, this is pretty hard, but I'd rather swallow it than spit it out.
No.
Right? Me neither.
I just get it out. I just evacuate it from my mouth.
All right, well, that's all we have time for. Elliot, do you want to do your famous send us home rant?
Sometimes your best friends.
Don't even.
Sometimes
your best friends won't do what you ask them to.
Sometimes your best friends expect things from you that you don't want to do. And just know you have boundaries. You are a human. You have your own rights. And you don't need to do what they say just because they're your friend.